look at your habits. If
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
not, if you,
Sleep's a big one,
yeah,
isn't it?
sleep's a huge one. Yeah, because sleep, again, ghrelin, leptin, melatonin, all these are linked to
Yeah,
sleep.
it's just crazy how it's all linked.
Yeah.
Coming back to inflammation, so high fat percentage means low testosterone.
Yes.
High fat percentage
High inflammation.
also means chronic inflammation.
Yes.
And again, I've got a wealth of videos, I've already made. People just need to watch them. I think, and it's it's sad that there's so much out there that I put out there and not enough people have consumed them. Right?
After this, they will, yeah. So Adam Khan, Fit Dad Life Mastery, Actualized Muslim. Inshallah, I'll put the links to all in the YouTube
So
video.
I did one on inflammation actually, because again, it's thrown around a lot, right? And people don't get it, and everyone just blames carbohydrates and sugar, but there's more to it, right? So so when you have a certain level of body fat percentage that's high, you're in a chronically inflamed state.
Yes. Yeah.
So acute inflammation is not a problem. We all have
infection and these things, and
because once you eat, there's acute inflammation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your body has to let that food into your bloodstream and stuff, and with that you get some bacteria going in, and your body thinks, okay, it's under attack, so it's inflammation. Post training, there's inflammation, right? So your body heals and repairs. There's inflammation. So acute inflammation is not a problem. It's a natural response. Chronic inflammation is the problem.
Yes.
That leads to all sorts of nasties. Like I said, it's an array of diseases that can be linked to chronic inflammation. Now, chronic inflammation comes from high body fat percentage, but it also comes from, and this is where I think this is where the confusion lies with sugar and carbs. People think it's carbs that leads to inflammation. It comes from constantly eating.
Yes. Yeah.
Because every time you eat, and Dr. I don't know if you know Dr. Jenna, I think her surname is pronounced Machichochi or something, or Makiochi. She wrote
Japanese.
the book. No, she wrote she don't look Japanese. She wrote the book called Immunity. She's a British UK medical doctor.
Right, okay.
Good book, Immunity, worth reading, peeps. So she wrote a blog post, and she cited some studies, and she said, look, every time we eat, it's snacking kills, right? Literally kills.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? So she said every time you eat, your body has to digest that food, and it has to let them nutrients into the bloodstream. But every time, so your epithelial cells have to open up, your stomach lining opens up to let the nutrients into the bloodstream. But with that, some of the bacteria from your gut enters into your bloodstream. So that's when your body thinks it's under attack, and you become acutely inflamed. But if you're repeating this every hour,
Exactly.
right, then that's leading to a state of chronic inflammation.
Yes. Yeah.
So and then you become obese as well, and that's leading to chronic inflammation.
Exactly.
So there's this barrage of inflammation from every angle, right? And then you wonder why. Oh, why am I ill? Why have I got this rash? Why have I got this?
Brain fog as well, and all these things. And like they say, that's why fasting is a great way to reset. I always say to a lot of my clients, to metabolically reset yourself, fasting is good. In 18-hour fast, do a detox for 3 days, just water and black coffee, black tea, mint tea, herbal tea, green tea, that kind of thing, where you have no calories. Give your gut a rest, do a big detox essentially. You'll see the arsenic levels in your bloodstream decrease, so many things, uric acid decrease, you're going to weigh it all out. No food for 3 days. If you can't do that, do it for 1 day. If you can't do that, do it for half a day, 12 hours. People eat on waking, and people eat as soon as they go, before they go to sleep. So you've got like an 18-hour eating window. 18-hour eating window. Have you heard of the warrior diet?
Yeah.
Where you just have 2-hour eating window,
Yeah, Ori, what's his name? Ori.
I'm not sure, I don't know his name, but yeah,
he's the first one that popularized intermittent fasting.
Exactly, intermittent fasting. And Michael Mosley as well, he's a doctor, talks about the fast diet. But essentially what's happening is, what I mentioned earlier, the amount of insulin we're pumping in 20s, that's why you're getting diabetes at 20, 30. Before you get it in your 80s. Type 1 you can get as a young child, right? Type 2 you're getting in your 20s and 30s. Type 2 you're getting 20s and 30s because pump failure. Your pump is failing.
Yeah.
Because it's been secreting so many times over.
And not only that as well, it's the amount that is, if you're having chocolates, and sugars, and biscuits, and donuts.
Exactly.
Right. It's if you've got so much sugar in your bloodstream and it all needs clearing out, so you need to pump massive dosages.
Exactly, and you're going to get pump failure.